Hiya folks, it's a Laughing Auditor here. Welcome to the channel, and today I have another update for you fine people, and it's in relation to the Channel 4 audit that I done where I was assaulted by Mr. Beanie Hat after he threw what I now know to be a bottle of water all over me. It might not be the update that some of you guys would have wanted after watching that video, but it is an update nevertheless. So as per usual guys, if you do enjoy this video, please like it, feel free to share it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you're watching on TikTok, Instagram or Facebook. I would really appreciate it. But let's have a quick recap as to sort of what happened on that fateful day outside Channel 4 in central London. Crazy stuff. Folks, it's a Laughing Auditor here, and I'm coming to you from this location. I'm at Channel 4 today, guys. And yeah, we're going to see how Channel 4 react to a man with a camera. It is a little bit windy, guys, so I apologise in advance. I'm going to try my best to keep...
You're not supposed to be up here. What can I help you with?
I didn't ask your help. So why did you come out so fast? Like,
why are you filming
all aggressively?
What do you mean aggressively? No one's coming.
You don't hit me with the door.
Because you're standing in front of a door that says keep clear. That's your own fault.
Okay, so now I'm standing to the side. Is it a fire exit? Is there a fire?
No, it's a fire exit.
So why are you using it then?
What do you mean, why am I using it?
You just said it's a fire exit.
Why are you filming?
Because I want to, why not?
What do you mean, you're filming into a...
It's an iconic location in London, my friend. What's the problem?
But you don't have the right to stand in front of the door and film inside.
Of course I do.
No, you don't.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. Could you...
Why are you so aggy? You're like, hey, relax, my friend.
I need to find out what your hair...
De-escalate, you know what I mean? Calm down. I'm not being aggressive with you and hostile. I'm not being aggressive at all.
The door, and you're trying to tell me I hit you with the door.
You nearly, I said I nearly.
Because that's your own issue.
I said you nearly hit me with the door.
You were standing in front of the door.
Right.
You're standing in front of the door. You know you're...
Right, so I said I'll stand to the side. How am I...
Why don't you stand down there?
How do I know I'm not supposed to be here?
What do you mean? Fire exit.
Right, and I said, right, okay, so I'll stand to the side.
You're not even supposed to be up here. What is your business here?
My business is that I'm here to film the Channel 4 building.
Okay, film it from down there.
I'll film it from wherever I want.
What do you mean you film it from there?
That's what I do.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I work here.
Do you?
As you can see, I work here.
Right.
So I have the right to...
I'll go and get a t-shirt saying Channel 4 printed on it.
You go do that, please.
Cost me about a fiver.
Go do that. Go do that, please.
Yeah. You need to relax, my friend. You're all pumped up, full of steroids or something. Jesus! What does it say? No smoking by bike gate on the terrace.
Hiya. Again. Okay, you are now on private property.
I am, it would appear so.
So if you wouldn't mind, just step outside and you can film as much as you want.
No, I'm going to stay here, thanks. I'll go when I'm ready.
Okay, well that's fine.
You know, it's publicly accessible.
Okay, you just want a reaction. Well, you're not going to get it from us.
I've already had it, my friend. The big guy made an absolute fool of himself.
Well, that's fine.
Sonny did. Yeah, he's totally bang out of order.
Yeah.
He says you're going to phone the police. Is that what he said? Is that what you're going to say? Good luck with that. Hey! Yo! What? Why not?
Because it's an office building with people in here. People haven't given permission to record them.
I don't need the permission, my friend.
To record in a private building?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a private property.
I understand that, but I don't need someone's permission to record.
So you be on private property?
So private property is a different matter. You said about recording.
Yeah, but the private property means you can't be on this property, because if you're on the property then it's trespassing, isn't it?
I understand, yeah.
So then if you're trespassing, then why are you on here?
Because I want to be.
So then you're okay with trespassing?
What?
So you're okay to be trespassing?
Do you know what trespassing is?
Yes, when you're on a property you're not meant to be, and you've been told to leave by the security, which means that you're trespassing.
Okay, yeah.
Because you're in somewhere you're not meant to be, right?
Correct.
So that means you're trespassing?
I am, yeah.
Alright, so cool. That's fine. As long as you know you're trespassing,
Yeah.
then the police will let you know.
You know, the police will let me know. You know it's not a criminal matter. You moron. Not a criminal matter. I knew he was going with it, so that's why I went along with it. Like, I knew that's where he was going. Oh, the police. I knew he was going to whip out that P word. Request it. Yo, how you doing?
Are you filming something?
Yeah, I'm filming the building.
Have you got
permission to do that?
I don't need permission.
You do to be on the premises. You can film it from off the premises there,
Yeah,
if
I
you like.
understand.
Would you like to do that, please?
No, I'm fine where I am, thanks. I'll go when I'm
No,
ready.
that's-
I think what's happened is the police have been called, so I now need to wait for the police to show up.
Just get off the premises, because that's trespass, and these are employees of our company.
Yeah, I understand
and
that.
they deserve their privacy and not to have themselves filmed by someone who's doing so without permission on the premises.
I don't need permission.
You do need permission to be on the premises.
Okay,
just to
fine.
be clear.
So just to be clear, you do realise it's open to members of the public?
What is open to members of the
So
public?
this whole area is open to members of the public, isn't it?
It's part of private property, and you've now been informed that.
Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
even if that was a mistake you made because
Yeah.
it looked open, you've now been informed it's private property. So I'm letting you know that.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate you being polite and professional, like some of your colleagues.
These are people who work here.
I understand
they don't
that.
want to be filmed by
So
you without permission.
let me ask you.
Someone came
Let me
to
ask you a
your place
question.
of work and filmed you without permission. How would that make you
I get
feel?
filmed several times on a daily basis. I've no
you?
issue
That's
with it. Yeah, everyone does.
And you've also got a mask on, so we can't.
I
even
do
see
have
your
a mask
face.
on. Yeah.
Right. There is the police. So
Yeah, you're going to learn about civil trespass, because that's what that is what you're talking about. Trespass isn't a criminal matter, and you.
Sorry, I apologise if I used a shortening of the expression.
Yeah.
Civil trespass.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not trying to be all legalistic with you. I'm trying to be
Okay.
decent and human with you. You're filming.
You weren't decent and human to begin with. Your colleague came storming out the building like a bull out the clap tracks.
I'm sorry, but that's
And actually,
that's
oh,
nothing to do with me, is it?
well, it works for your building. You're here talking on behalf of your building, so
Well,
he made it quite clear he was working on behalf of your building. Look who we have, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time to go. Come on, come on.
thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are we doing?
Being audio and video recorder, by the way, just let you know.
Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
What's the recording, just out of curiosity?
Is that a Welsh accent? Is that a Welsh accent?
No, George.
It's Geordie, right? Okay, I apologise.
Not barely, but-
Just filming. This is what I do. I go about filming places.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
How come?
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not? I film loads of places, different types of places. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
There's a reason for everything, my friend.
Yeah, so what's the reason for this?
Because I wanted to film it.
Just because you want to?
Yeah, why not?
As I said, this is private property, this area here.
Yeah,
It's fine to film there. They
Okay.
don't have an issue with that in the public property on the pavement and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just they want you moved on from this area, which is private property.
They want me moved on.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
Stand over there.
So
that's all good.
could you gentlemen mind identifying yourselves, please?
Yeah, PCT, attached to Charing Cross Police Station.
And your number, please.
1941 Alpha Whiskey.
And yourself.
PC Clam, attached to Charing Cross Police Station. My shop number is 2959 Alpha Whiskey.
Awesome. So
What's your name, sir?
I don't give out my personal information unless I'm required to by law. So you know, trespass is a civil matter.
It is a civil matter.
It's a civil matter.
Yeah.
So do you normally attend?
Well, we've
calls
got
to
reports
civil-
of someone from the Channel 4 building.
I am
because
from the
the
Channel-
local area and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
We just
understand.
come down to make sure everything's alright. There's no suspicious activity.
Everything's fine. There's nothing suspicious going on. I got
Obviously,
about.
we've a report to the staff that you're filming on here, so
I am.
we're just having a chat with you.
Yeah.
Asking if you could film on there, on the pavement, rather than filming on the private property.
Okay, I'm going to politely decline.
Okay.
Right.
The information as well that's come
Yeah.
through. Obviously, I haven't seen any behaviour.
Yeah.
It was that you were aggressive. I don't know.
No, not at all.
Specific
Not at all.
aggression. Okay.
No.
What I would say, sir,
Yeah.
is I can only imagine perhaps someone's perceived maybe shoving the camera towards their face as
Not
aggressive.
at all.
I don't know if you have done that.
Not at all.
I know that might have sounded like I suggested it.
Yeah. So,
But just try not to get in people's faces.
so let me just
Yes.
inform you.
Okay.
I have, like yourself, I have the witness that doesn't lie in the form of a camera that's
Yeah.
recorded everything
Yeah,
since
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
here. Okay, I've not approached anyone. I've had people approach me, and I don't go out my way to approach people.
Okay.
So I've not sort of went up and approached anyone, and I've certainly not put a camera in anyone's faces.
Yeah, okay,
Everyone's approached me and got in my personal space, if anything, and I can verify all that via video footage.
Okay.
So yeah, I think what you need to do now is investigate. Is that an allegation someone's made?
It was just a comment made. Just
a comment,
I
right,
don't know
okay.
whether it was one of the staff here, whether it was a member of public that said it.
Right,
I'm
okay.
not too sure, so I can't give that information right now.
Right, okay.
Um,
Do you mean if I get the CAD number for that call, please?
yeah, just stand by 1 second.
Yes, no problem. Oh, I got another one.
Yeah, I think it's a bit.
It's a bit crazy for a civil trespass. Not decided yet. It's a bit windy today. It's not good for filming when it's windy. The cold doesn't get me too much, but it's the wind that sort of...
I suppose the wind muffles the microphone, doesn't
It does, yeah. It can make a mess of some videos. So, all right, gentlemen, we'll let you get back to work, and
I'll look and see what one.
thank you very much. I need the CAD number.
Be mindful of getting in people's faces, yeah?
I need the CAD number.
CAD number?
Yes, please.
What for?
Because you have said several times that there's been an allegation I've got in people's faces.
Yeah.
So if there has been an allegation made to the police, I may wish to pursue a case against Channel 4 for making slanderous statements about myself.
It's not a slanderous statement.
Well, it is if it's false.
Okay.
It's a slanderous statement
I can
if it's
get you the
false.
CAD number if that's what you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind, please. And then if they have made a complaint to the police about it, then potentially you guys should really be following that up with an
So-
investigation.
Just because someone makes an allegation, it's not really a crime.
5.
It's not an allegation of crime. It's just an allegation of your behaviour.
Right, okay.
So we're not putting on a crime report or anything like that.
Right, okay.
Obviously, as you know, well, I don't know if you know, if there is an allegation of crime, then we have to do a crime report. But
Yeah.
what I understand, from what's been said, there's not been an allegation of crime, so we're not putting any writing. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, sort
It's
of.
quite intimidating if you're going up filming people and they don't know why you're filming.
I've told them why I'm filming. I told them why I was
You
filming.
can understand it, can't you?
No, but I've so
You can understand that, come on.
so you
Let's have a normal
so
conversation.
you didn't see the full interaction, okay?
Yeah.
I've got it all on film.
What's your side of the story then?
So my side of the story is I was round that door there,
Yeah.
the guy came flying out that door, nearly whacked me with the door, quite irate, visibly upset.
Which guy was this? Sorry.
I don't know, he's not here anymore. He's
One of the security?
one of the security guys, yeah. Big chap. And he disappeared eventually, but he was really upset and really angry. And I was talking to him in a very sort of civil manner, and I was trying to get him to calm down because I could see he was upset and tell him sort of why I was here. He wasn't having it. And eventually, one of the other guys came out and basically said, "What are you here to do?" I said, "I'm just here to film Channel 4 in and around the building." And he went, "Okay, have a nice day," and left me to it. And then I came round here, and then another guy came out with an orange hat on, and he was really upset. And again, I'm trying to talk to him in a civil manner, and he was going about trespass and all of this sort of stuff. But they didn't want to engage in a civil conversation. They're the ones that kept escalating things. I was asking them to de-escalate. They weren't interested. So it's all on film. I have no reason to lie.
They do have a job to do, don't they? Security here, and they've got to protect their workers.
I understand they've got
that.
the-
And, like, if you're masked up with your cap down, glasses on,
Yeah.
like that, they don't know what you're up to, so they need to prevent things, don't they?
Yeah, like,
Just in case.
so you could say the same about police officers. That doesn't mean to say that you go into every situation full
of course not,
gung ho.
I'm saying that.
You know, and
But
if you,
you've got to come in at a certain level, don't you? You can't just come in like pussyfooting about.
but
you need
but
to,
but
like,
you have
talk to
but
someone.
you came in a polite and professional
Yeah, I'm
manner.
not saying not be
You know what I
polite.
mean? So like,
But
That's because we deal with this very often, whereas I can imagine the security here may not come across every single day.
okay.
Does that make sense?
So that gives them the right to sort
So it
of.
just means they're not as rehearsed in these type of interactions. So they may not be aware that at the minute there's a few people that go around. And
Yeah.
can't start. Obviously, we know that you don't pose a threat like that. We know that you're here just to film and see.
Listen, there's people that would have given them a lot worse than what I gave them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying you've done anything
and-
too bad at all. I'm not saying that.
verbally, I mean, but like as I say, I try to de-escalate the situation, and if people are saying that I'm going up sticking my camera in people's faces, listen, if we're talking in a literal sense, then that's impossible.
well, it's subjective, isn't it? I mean, you could say this is going in if you like filming like that. Like, it's subjective, really, isn't it? Sticking in someone's face, but
But what do you mean? So subjectively, I'm sticking this in your face? Is that what
you
you're
know
saying?
what I mean. Like, if I
don't know
if
what you
one
mean.
of the workers here and someone was filming me like that, I would get a bit defensive, wouldn't I?
But everyone from this workplace approached me. I didn't approach anyone.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair
So, and I've said that before you went in there, is that I never go out my way to approach people and sort of film from this sort of distance. Anyone from there is come and approach me.
What sort of distance do you do?
Pardon?
What sort
I
of
don't
distance
approach
do you
people.
want to?
Generally speaking, I don't approach people. So if people don't want to approach me and be on camera, then that's completely up to them. I'm not asking them to come up, and I certainly don't go approach people and sort of film them when they've not sort of engaged in a conversation with me. If someone wants to approach me and engage in a conversation, then fine, I'm going to record it. But they know I was recording. They still chose to come out and engage with me. It's not my problem, you know. And if you're here to police the fact that some people have got a little bit butthurt that I'm out filming at a building, then quite frankly, I think you really need to go and reassess what you should be doing with your time, because that's.
Well, you know, we have to come down and assess what's going on, don't we?
I get that,
If we're called, we're going to have to come down and see what's happening.
but it's.
Anyway, we'll leave it to it.
Leave it at that. Okay, have a nice day, yeah?
Thank you.
Bye bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the bulk of part 1. Now, forgive me that little recap got a bit long, but I did want to keep in as much of the interactions with the employees from Channel 4 plus the police, mainly for anyone who hasn't seen the original videos, simply so that you can see what happens next. It was completely unjustified, and this is what happened next. Wow, you just assaulted me, mate, you absolute moron. Congratulations, you just caught a case, pal, and you've just lost your job. Well done. Got it all on camera, pal. So yeah, crazy stuff. Came out the blue. I did see that guy leave the building. I didn't think anything about it because our interaction was very brief, and I certainly didn't anticipate him coming up and doing something like that when my back was turned, the big sausage coward that he is. But yeah, that's what he decided to do. When he took his shot, he threw what I now know to be a bottle of water. Didn't know that at the time though, it could have been anything. Furthermore, I am immunocompromised, so if he drank out that bottle and that then got into my sort of system, I could have caught anything, God knows, and it could have seriously made me very unwell. So saying that, I decided to do something different that I don't normally do on these audits, and I decided to phone the police and see how they reacted, considering they were a little bit OTT for the report of a man with a camera. But yeah, this is what happened when they turned. Back so soon?
Back so soon.
Yeah, I'm going to report an assault.
Yeah, what's that?
So I was pretty much finished after you left. I just went to get some B-roll footage on the side of the building.
Yeah.
I was walking up here, and the gentleman that came out before you guys came the first time, the orange hat, black guy with the headphones, was stood over there. I was walking up here, and he's walked past and just threw a whole bottle of water over me.
Nice.
So he has. So, and then he's went back into the building.
Does it actually hit you?
Yeah, it's went all over me. I've got it on footage. I've straight off now. It was about 20 minutes ago. But
You got the footage there? Can I have a look at it?
Yeah, 1 second. I'll show you. So,
I'm saying you're alleging it's happened.
Yep.
We just have to do a little bit of fact finding. We just have to look at that camera there. If it captures it, that's great.
I'm just presenting evidence of me being wet and him holding a bottle of water, and you see the water flying.
Yes.
So just so long as we're in agreement that I am still wet, yeah?
I can.
Do you feel that? Go on, I'll give you permission to touch my hood. You can touch my mask as well.
I won't touch mask, bit personal, but no. When we came, I did see a few drops. I can see it on your right strap now.
Okay.
I'll just lay out a few of the options. If we can get the footage and see the footage, which hopefully we can. There's a few routes we can go down. What would you want to happen?
What I would want,
would you like?
I would want him arrested and prosecuted for what he's done. Because listen, if I had done that to a member of the public, a member of the staff here, you guys would have arrested me. You know full well you would have.
Only if there was a
necessity arrest. Now, I'm a realist, so I understand that you're probably going to turn around and say there is no necessity arrest. It's over. He's back in the office. Yada yada yada. That's the decision you guys need to make.
Potentially, yes. So it probably would be going down the route of a voluntary interview. I don't know if are you.
I'm familiar with the process, yeah.
We'll do a voluntary interview if there's no Code G necessity to arrest the suspect. Because
he's still got the bottle of water as well.
Yeah, I mean, for something where someone's thrown water, we wouldn't seize it and start.
Fingerprint, I understand, yeah, I get it.
But no, of course, I'm not trying to dismiss the allegation at all. I think, we will obviously do a little bit of fact finding and try and come up with a solution where you, the victim, is satisfied with the service given to him. And obviously, we do have to act within the proportionality of what's taking place.
Yeah.
So obviously we're not going to storm in there, put him in cuffs, bring him out here for throwing water at yourself.
Okay.
But then again, we're not just going to allow someone to just throw water over a member of the public, are we?
We'll see. Time will tell. I have no expectations in terms of you guys physically arresting him. I would like that, but I know sort of given the necessity to arrest him is probably gone by now, so the chances of you actually bringing him out in cuffs is zero. But he needs to be held accountable because, as I said, if I had done that to any of them, I would have been prosecuted for it, and rightly so. So
Yeah, obviously it doesn't, just because not arresting doesn't mean the person can't be prosecuted. Obviously it's just a different route. Instead of the interview taking place today after he's arrested, it could take place in a week or two.
sorry mate, do you mind identifying yourself please?
Yeah, PC Daniel Guthrie, shoulder number 125 Alpha Whiskey, and I'm trying cross police station.
Some Northern Irish accent you've got, innit? Yeah, I thought.
You got this accent right this time.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, writing a statement now on my hands is going to
It's
be
quite
near
cold,
to
isn't it?
impossible.
Greg's
But-
just looking at CCTV.
Yeah, we'll do the statement's not, it's not like a necessity right now to grab a statement.
yeah.
It can be done whenever you
I've done it remotely via email before, and I can do it that way, and that's probably going to be better because
On the
I'm sort of
phone,
very busy.
We don't do it via email.
I've done it via email before.
If I caught you, I would write it down.
Was it not?
No.
I was able. I had to sign it. I had to print it, sign it, scan it, send it across. Yeah.
When we do the statement, if we did it, do it over the phone.
Do it over the
send
phone.
to you to
Right.
send.
Okay.
Not like we send it and you add your bits.
Oh, I hate you're getting someone in trouble, you know. Just say.
It shouldn't be done like that.
Yeah, sure not. Right. Okay.
You do it over the
Used to
phone
be.
and then we send it to you.
Yeah.
To sign it.
Was it done? I can't remember.
Send it back.
do you have facilities to print and scan and
Yeah,
sign and
yeah.
stuff,
One thing I want to add
Yeah.
is since being inside,
Yep.
a lot of people have come to me being concerned about your behaviour. Okay?
My behaviour.
Just because you're masked up,
I am.
and you got to understand that some people see that as a threat.
Really? So let me just say something before you find yourself in a spot of bother, is that I actually wear a mask on health grounds, and I have an underlying
I'm not
health
having a go,
condition.
I'm just explaining because that's what I've had to explain to them, okay?
Right,
And I'm
okay.
really talking to you because from an outsider point of view,
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of variety of people. So
Yeah.
for me, I don't see you as a threat, but for someone
Thank you.
that is badly dark, because your face is covered, wearing
Yeah.
a hat and they can't see your face, and you're going up to people with a camera, some people
I didn't
have
go up to
found,
anyone.
Okay, I'm not having an argument, I'm just saying that some people have found that intimidating
Okay,
and
I
come
don't-
forward to me.
Right.
I'm not having an argument, I'm just
Sounds
saying
like
that-
victim blaming to me.
I'm not victim blaming, I'm just saying that like some
Sounds a bit like
people-
victim blaming. Yeah, because like I've alleged a crime. I've been assaulted.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Things are coming up saying, "Oh,
crime's
you're
been-
doing this and that." Like it's
crime's been-
irrelevant.
The crime's being dealt with.
Yeah.
Mark's is dealing with that. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that some people have asked me questions because I've had to have multiple conversations in long depth and try to explain it on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not having a go at you because one of them made a comment about stop searching. I said I didn't need to stop search you, and I explained stop search powers to them. Okay.
Yeah.
It's about learning and engaging with both of you and both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining that some people do that, find that intimidating. It's like if
Right.
someone turned up to my house, like the way that you are, I'd be scared.
But this isn't anyone's house.
No, I know, but I'm just saying for example, okay? Because just because
But I'm not at someone's house. I'm at.
Just
I'm-
context, yeah. And this day
yeah, but I'm at a national significant building doing a bit of filming
I know
in and
some
around it.
people get a bit funny about
I
it,
understand
don't
that,
they?
and
Yeah?
like, if people
That's
want to
what
come up
I'm
and have
trying to say.
a civil conversation, I'm more than capable of having a civil conversation. But that's not happened. I've not approached anyone. Your colleague sort of suggested earlier that I was putting my camera in people's faces. That didn't happen either.
Just similar to the conversation we had earlier, where exactly how I explained it to you earlier. That's all my colleagues saying. Just my colleague wasn't here earlier when we had that conversation.
But I can't be in control of someone else's feelings. You know, if someone's getting a bit butt hurt because I'm wearing a mask and
that's
like.
why we're not accusing
I don't
you
get that,
of
like-
we're just suggesting how some of your behaviour could be perceived in a way that it's been explained
Everyone
to us.
perceives things differently, don't they?
I understand
I
that,
don't see you
right?
as a threat because I've dealt with you before.
I don't think you
and
have.
I've met you before.
Where?
Huh?
I've not met you before.
Probably a long time ago.
Long
But
time
it
ago.
doesn't matter, does it? But I'm just saying, some people have seen you as a threat, and I just want you to understand some behaviour. Some people's like some come across rude, can't they? Or that, and I'm just explaining to you in a nice manner that that's some issues that have been brought to light, and that's not going with your victim case is separate. I'm just talking to you about what other people have said, okay? Because it's alerted them, and some of them actually feel quite scared.
They feel quite scared. Again, Like all I am doing
I think
is
you've got to understand as well is because they don't know who you are. They're like, oh, how do you know? They don't know who you are. And unfortunately, we are in an area in Westminster, and with everything that's going on, people are quite alert with what's going on. That's all.
I think, I'm sorry, but I think you're talking nonsense. And I think we're going to have to respectfully disagree on this. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not here to have an argument. I'm just saying it from both points of view. I'm telling you what they've raised some concerns. I'm talking to you about it. I'm engaged. I'm satisfied. I've said to them that I'm happy.
But you're not here to police people's emotions.
Pardon?
You're not here to police people's emotions. If people get scared because somebody stood outside doing a little bit of filming exercise and with their legal rights, then I could get scared by that lady walking down the street down there.
So we're just trying to explain why people may perceive your actions in a certain way. That's all my question.
I perceive that gentleman pushing that suitcase walking down the street in a threatening manner. Are you going to go and have that conversation with him? You understand where I'm going with that?
I understand where you're going.
You know,
but
it's ridiculous.
That's obviously not the point we're trying to get at.
But I'm taking it to that point because that's essentially what's happening is that some people are getting a bit butthurt because I'm stood outside, so I'm doing a little bit of filming with a face mask on.
There's no need to get angry.
I'm not getting angry. I'm not getting angry at all.
Talking in a civilised conversation.
I'm not getting angry at all.
It's like if you was in an area and let's say you entered I don't know, a certain area, no one had a mask, you had a mask on.
Yeah.
There's going to be one person at least threatened by that, isn't there?
Okay, that's called discrimination, you know that?
Why? Because you got a mask on?
Yes, because I've got an underlying health condition, I have a disability, it's a protected characteristic. So you're condoning discrimination is what you're saying.
I'm not having an argument, I'm just saying that someone...
I'm not having an argument, I'm just saying, like, so if someone says, oh well, that lady over there is wearing a burqa, I feel scared because I can't see her face, does that mean it's okay to turn around and say, well listen, by the way, that you've got your face covered, it's a protected characteristic, is what I'm saying, it's still discrimination.
I think it's just a combination of the mask, the sunglasses, the hat, the camera.
Yeah, it's just a general...
Okay.
It's just
so if I wear a burqa then, and I say that it's on religious reasons that I've got my face covered, is that okay?
What if you want?
Yeah, right, okay, so why isn't it okay because I'm wearing it for a health reason?
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
But I'm telling you guys that.
Yeah.
But you're choosing to come out and tell me about their emotions instead of the fact that you're treating me differently based on...
Sir, I've not treated
based on my health conditions. Of course you are.
I honestly haven't. I've spoken to you like I've spoken to them. They weren't happy with some of the answers that
What did you say to them about the face mask?
Huh?
What did you say to them then? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, like when they asked...
I don't know why you're wearing a face mask.
Right.
Which is true, because at the time I didn't know.
Okay.
So that was my response. Okay? And they were talking about stuff, and I was having a civilised conversation, that's all. And that's what I'm doing to you, okay? Because they don't know you, you don't know them. And everyone have different opinions. I've just spoken to you to try and get you understand that some people have felt threatened. That's it.
Threatened because I had a face mask on and I'm holding a camera.
It is quite intimidating someone having a camera
Is it?
and recording them.
I find that very offensive.
So I'm not here to have an argument. I'm just saying.
I'm not having an argument, I'm just saying it's very offensive.
You're getting offensive, that's fine. But as a police officer...
No, you're getting offensive, I'm getting offended.
Pardon?
You said you're getting offensive. I says no, you're getting offensive. I'm being offended. That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day,
I thought the Met was an inclusive sort of, but it doesn't appear to be.
I speak to you like I've spoken to them. I've engaged with you. I've answered all your questions. I'm not saying you're to blame. I'm not saying they're to blame. I remain impartial. I'm seeing it from both sides. Okay. I've spoken to them nicely. Dealt with the questions that they've asked me. Spoken to you. Answered your questions. I can just advise so that everyone can get along. That's what I want at the end of the day, for my job to be easy. For everyone to get along, everyone to see eye to eye. That's it, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Where are we at?
Sorry.
Oh,
What's the
sorry.
story?
That's fine. So they had a look at CCTV. CCTV is clear. It shows exactly what you're alleging.
Okay.
Next steps are: are you still adamant that you would like to take this as far as you can?
Yes.
Or would you like to go down the route of the community resolution?
No, I would like to take it as far as I can.
Outstanding items.
Okay, that's fine. What my colleague is going to do now, he's going to obtain the gentleman's details.
Yep.
Okay. At a later date, we're going to invite him in for the voluntary interview, which is called a quarter past 3 interview. Okay, obviously I'm not going to tell you when that's going to take place. It will just take place, and then a decision will be made by one of my sergeants, whether that's going to be charged, cautioned, something like that.
I understand.
It'll be whatever he has at his disposal at the time. It takes into account the suspect's previous public interest, things like that.
Yeah.
And obviously your opinion on it as well.
Yeah.
And then a decision will be made. We'll let you know the decision, okay? And obviously we'll have to get a statement off you as soon as we can as well.
Okay.
Suggestion for that will be just give you a phone call, type it up, get a statement, email it to you.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's like you're crying.
It's cold.
Yeah, he's watering. Come on, man.
It's an emotional case.
I know you're supposed to show empathy, but there's a limit, you know. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. So we will get a statement from you.
Right. Okay.
Do you have facilities to print and sign?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that, and then hopefully this case can be resolved as efficient as possible.
Okay. Yeah. No worries.
Alright. That's that then.
What's your name? Sorry.
PC Babaj.
PC.
Babaj.
Babash.
Babaj.
Babaj. It's an unusual name.
The only one in the Met.
Is it? Have you checked it? Yeah.
I'm the only clamp in the Met too.
Actually,
you?
both of my names are the only. No, actually, there's another Denise.
PC Clamp.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Channel 4, Part 1, Part 2, and all the carry-on that happened there was mental. And as I say, I decided to do something different by calling the police out there to see sort of how they would handle this situation. And to be fair to the two first officers, they actually done not too bad. Not so sure about their female colleague who seemed intent on gaslighting me. But yeah, I walked away from that feeling mildly optimistic that they might actually do something about it. And it was in a couple of days that I got this email from PC Clamp. So as you can see, PC Clamp was actually doing a fair job. There was some back and forwards between me and the police officer about sort of arranging a statement and whatnot. That all sort of took place, and then I received this email from the police officer. So yeah, the suspect was identified. He was invited in for an interview. Not too sure what was said in the interview. He was then charged with common assault, and he was awaiting trial for his reckless actions that day. Now I did ask PC Clamp if he could divulge this gentleman's name. He outlined the policy surrounding a police doing that, and he argued that he couldn't do that. Whether I agree with his decision, you can only guess. I think it was definitely within the public interest for the police to issue his name, but they chose not to do that. So there I felt, well, we'll wait and see what happens when he turns up at court, and I have to go and give evidence because I'll find out who he is then. And then out the blue, I received this email. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The man in question went to court on the first hearing and pled guilty to the charge of common assault, and that was his punishment. I'm sure the punishment was reduced given the early plea of guilty. That being said, I was a little bit disappointed because I was actually relishing the prospect of standing up in court, highlighting what he had done and try and see him weasel his way out of it and try and justify it. But yeah, justice has been served. But it did leave one question, and that is, what about Channel 4? Because after that incident, one of the first things I did was I submitted an online complaint to Channel 4 into the conduct of one of their members of staff. It was a few days later before I received this email. And to say that I was a little bit annoyed would probably be an understatement, because it was several days after I had submitted my complaint that I'd received this email. And that is shown in my response, which is here. So as you can see, guys, I'm clearly unhappy with how Channel 4 have been conducting themselves into this matter. It had been a number of days since I had submitted my online complaint before anyone reached out, and there was just a sheer lack of compassion, empathy, any understanding whatsoever, and I've made that abundantly clear in this email. And it was almost 2 weeks after I had submitted my initial complaint that I received this email from them. And that was the last I heard from Channel 4 in relation to this incident. Now, granted, I understood that there was an ongoing criminal investigation, so I fully appreciate that statements or them passing comment on their investigation, they wouldn't want to do it for the risk of compromising either the criminal one or their internal processes. So I get that. But when I had received the email from PC Clamp telling me that the suspect had been convicted of the assault, it got me curious as to why they still hadn't reached out. So I decided to drop them this email. And yeah, straight to the point, this was the response that I then got back from Channel 4. And yeah, read into that what you will. Whether he was sacked or whether he left of his own fruition, who knows? They're not going to tell me, essentially, under sort of GDPR, simply to protect those individuals, and it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. So that individual doesn't work at Channel 4 anymore as a result of his ridiculous actions that day. I take no enjoyment from the fact that someone may now no longer have a job. That being said, I absolutely stand by the decision to take action. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And the final thing I do want to add is that no matter what you think of me, guys, what you think of the channel, what you think of auditing in general, on my channel you will never see me going about and conducting myself in a manner similar to what this gentleman has done. I will never go and randomly throw water over someone. I won't grab someone. I won't grab somebody's property and run away with it. And you can be assured that when these violations, because that's exactly what it was a violation, are done to me, that I will use every means at my disposal to hold that person to account. As I've said previously, the wheels of justice do turn slowly, but I can assure you that I will do everything in my power to make sure that these people get the same treatment that I would simply be given had I sort of conducted myself in this manner. And I make no apologies for that either. But I didn't leave it quite there, ladies and gentlemen, because I still felt that Channel 4 fully as an organisation hadn't taken responsibility for the conduct of their employee on that day. And I decided to give them one last shake of the dice, or throw of the dice, to give a comment, issue an apology, something of that nature for the people that are watching at home, for goodness sake. But to no avail as of yet. Channel 4 didn't want to issue any sort of statement or anything like that, which, again, read into that what you will. This is an organisation that is supported by taxpayers' money, after all, that they had an employee that's now been convicted for assaulting a member of the public, simply exercising their rights outside a building while he was on the payroll for Channel 4. He was literally in his office working and came out to do that. It's absolutely preposterous that they refuse to still not issue any form of statement. But each to their own. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it informative. It does sort of go to show how slowly the wheels of justice turn. The next case, or the next situation that's going to develop from this one, is that I can now instruct my solicitors. I can't commence civil proceedings if there's other complaints going on and stuff like that, but now they've been concluded, the solicitor can now step in and then seek this damages in the civil court. But yeah, I'll leave it all there. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it, feel free to share it, don't forget to pop down, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. It does go a massive way to help grow the channel, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, bye bye.